Welcome to Chat With Me on the Side. Today we have this wonderful young lady. She's smart, she's beautiful, and she does amazing things. So please welcome Danielle Ziss.
Hi!
Don't you love that? You like that welcoming?
I was like, oh!
She talked about me, that's right. Aw.
Thank you.
I wanted Danielle to come in because she does some incredible things. She runs a program, an organization, a thing, I don't even know what to call it because there's so many pieces and parts to it, called the Orlando Story Club. So she is here to tell us all about it.
Yeah.
How in the world did you get involved in this?
Yes. Well, first let me start by saying I don't do it on my own, for sure. So
It's all her, everything.
my co-host and co-producer Bobby Wesley is a huge part of it, and the Downtown Arts District produces the show. They're a huge support. If you're not familiar with the Downtown Arts District, check them out. They're online. They do amazing things in the city. But the show was actually started by Robin Cowie.
Okay.
He's a well-known producer.
It's a good name. I'm just saying. Robin's
It's a great name. He produced the Blair Witch Project, which a lot of people know. He started it because there wasn't something in the city that connected people through storytelling. He had seen a show.
There is now.
There is now. There is now. Do you know what The Moth is? It's a
don't.
podcast. Okay, well, it's similar to The Moth.
Okay.
People tell a story. It's a competition. There are winners.
Super cool.
But at our competition, it's very casual. Anybody can enter, any level of storyteller, and audience judges pick the top 3 for prizes.
Like right there.
Right
in front of them.
Like if you want to come and tell a story, you drop your name in a top hat, and the audience helps me pull out 10 random names. So we don't even know who's going to tell a story until it happens. So we perform at Fringe.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Which happens once a year,
Which
right?
happens once a year. And currently we're working on a partnership with the Central Florida Composers Forum.
Ooh,
So we're going to do a collaboration show with 7 storytellers and 7 composers. And each story will have this 4-piece wind quartet playing behind them. And it's going to be amazing.
I want that.
Yeah. So we try to do a lot of different things in the community. The main point of the show is to connect people through personal storytelling. And every show gives 100% of the door charge, which is $5, just $5, goes to a different local charity. So we're just always doing things in the community.
So you're doing stuff for the writers themselves, the storytellers themselves. They get their own prizes. There's charity involved. This is wonderful.
Yeah,
I love
it makes my heart happy. We do videotape every storyteller.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Each person who tells a story on the stage gets their own video clip. The stories are about 5 minutes. People tend to go a little over because the audience is so supportive. They're like, oh, I'll just stay here forever. But we do give you the video so people can share it with family, friends. And some of them have gone worldwide. Like people have seen them in countries all around the world.
I love it. So, it's like a win-win-win-win-win for everyone.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Aw, and you got involved how long ago?
Oh, gosh. I think close to 3 years ago, maybe. I went to an event called Nerd Night, which a lot of people know about in town. And Robin Cowie talked about Orlando Story Club, and he did a 2-minute story on stage, and it was hilarious. And I fell in love with him.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I'm going to your show. Fell in love with the show.
Okay.
And then put my name in the hat. It got drawn. I ended up winning first place on that show. And then I don't think I've missed one since. Like I just never left.
Yeah.
So when Robin had to step back because of his work engagements, he brought us in. So,
yeah. That's so wonderful. Now, it hasn't always been easy for you. You've been through your own stuff, right?
For sure.
So you do all these amazing things. Why don't you tell us what it took you to get here? I mean, I feel like you've had some pretty big challenges.
Yes. So, gosh, in 2005, a drunk driver hopped a median and hit my car head on. And my leg was crushed in the car accident. And it's funny, like, when things like that happen, you don't feel the weight of them right away. Yeah. You're like, oh, my leg is broken. It might take a while to heal. Yeah. Fast forward, a year of being bedridden and being told I'd never walk again, and just really like traumatic, life-changing events. But I do walk, so clearly that wasn't a true statement. I've had over 20 surgeries, so it's been quite the battle.
Oh my goodness, 20 surgeries? Is this the story you told?
Yeah, actually, it is similar. I didn't go into that type of detail.
I'd give you first prize too. I'm just saying.
I know, I cheated with the heartstrings, man.
You're winning first prize in my book.
The emotion, yeah. Well, one great thing about Story Club is you'll get the arc of different feelings. So people will be like emotional, empowering, funny, ridiculous. It goes all over the place. Yeah, so it's been a battle. I had my ankle replaced 2 years ago, and I'm actually having the replacement replaced later this year. So it's still an ongoing
I
battle.
hope you got like a BOGO or something. Yeah. You, like buy one ankle, get one free that you can like put in later. I don't know.
What's super great is I spend so much time with my orthopedic team that I actually work for them on a part-time basis. I write for the surgeons.
You're just so amazing.
Yeah.
This is a woman who can do anything, including get her ankle replaced twice.
Yeah.
Is that because there's wear and tear, or did it?
Oh, that's a confusing story.
Okay, it's okay.
I'll make it simple. My bone didn't attach to the prosthetic. There's two prosthetics in me, one to my foot, one to my tibia, which is your shin bone.
Okay.
The tibia did not attach to the metal. And there is a lot of conflicting medical advice on why it didn't attach.
Okay.
So we're just going to try to reattach it with new, not yet approved by the FDA material. Wow. And so we'll see if it works.
Amazing. So when you were bedridden for that year, did you write a lot?
You know, I didn't write at all, which is insane. So I'm a writer by profession.
Okay, wait. Like, what did you do for a year in bed?
Honestly,
I would have thought that writing would have just sort of taken you out of that.
Sure. And I'm a huge proponent of writing, especially people who can do it daily, a journal, even if it's a sentence a day. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it helps us process feelings. However, that year, I honestly don't know what I did. I didn't have TV. I lived alone. I didn't have any animals. Wow. I think it was just a year of like internal reflection.
That's it. You just made it through, survived.
Yeah, it was survival mode. And I had a lot of really great friends. So I was very rarely alone. I mean, I had people over all the time. So it was a very social year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my bedroom.
So you have such openness. I'm sure that when people tell their stories, or for anyone who's been through anything traumatic like this, you have such a connection and you're able to not only share that, but help them tell their story. And then
it's my favorite part of Orlando Story Club. You don't really understand how great this community is until you find something that pulls you into a group of strangers who embrace you for who you are, right? And the stories, like I said, they vary, but undoubtedly everybody walks off the stage going, wow, look, all these strangers, it's usually around 100 people in the audience, heard my personal story, identified with it in some way, and now I've just made all of these connections, right?
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to be a part of it. I really want to come and join in. I don't know if I'd actually tell a story, but I would love to come and watch.
I mean, a majority of people don't tell a story. They like to come and listen. It's a full bar, so people hang out. It's a Wednesday night, very casual.
And there's a chance you won't get picked, right? You could be prepared with a story.
That's right.
You drop your name in the hat, and you may or may not
Which is so sad.
Yeah. No, it's exciting and it's fun, and I think it's wonderful. So how can they find you, find Orlando Story Club?
So Orlando Story Club is on Facebook. It's just Facebook/Orlando Story Club. We also have orlandostoryclub.com.
Awesome.
So that's where you can find us. We have an Instagram and stuff too, but Facebook is probably the most used for events for sure. And then Bobby and I are on there. You can find us on Facebook. The Downtown Arts District, you can find on Facebook. So,
I love it. Thank you so much for being here. I think you're absolutely amazing.
Thank
you. I love that you shared your story with us here today.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Of course. And guys, thanks for watching. And as always, take care of yourselves and don't forget to take care of each other.